going to be the Phillies, who are going to be playing in the first game today, because there's two games. The Philly game will be first because it's a game six, but the Phillies look to close out the NLCS in Philly tonight. And, they're confident, and Philly's ready. They're ready to party. They're ready to rock. They're ready to roll. And they know that it's unfinished business in the World Series. They win tonight. I would say this: don't go too crazy popping on the champagne, because this ain't where you want to be. You want to be lifting up the trophy with the flags on it. That's exactly where you want to be at. And I think that's the mentality right now in that Phillies dugout as well, too, in that locker room. This is going to be one of the more monumental moments in Philadelphia sports history if they are able to pull this win off tonight. Now, the Diamondbacks are still playing with house money. The Diamondbacks found a way. They just found a way. But as I said before, the Phillies just had to win one game in Arizona. That's it. They didn't need to worry about going to Arizona and wrapping up the series, because it was going to be tough. The Arizona fans are some of the best fans in all of baseball when they have a good baseball team. And it showed. And that team played off of the adrenaline that their fans gave them in those two wins that they got in a row. And, pretty much we all had them dead to rights in game four, but they were able to come back in that game, win that game. And then the Phillies played that game five the way that you're supposed to play a game five, as the better team. You went out there and you absolutely dominated. You sent your best pitcher out there and you sent your best lineup out there. And that's exactly what happened. The results that they needed happened. So that's what good management does, and the Diamondbacks, once again, they really did not know they were going to be here. They really were like playing the last week of the season with the idea that we hope we make the playoffs. But the Cubs were fortunate enough to just get beat the whole week in the games that mattered. And so that's why they're here. But all in all, it doesn't matter. They earned the right. They beat the teams that they weren't supposed to beat, but they still beat them. And this is just pretty much a reward for a season that nobody expected from the Arizona Diamondbacks. I had a little bit of an idea that they could possibly be a team that makes the playoffs early in the year, and I knew that they would be a danger to the Dodgers if they played in a playoff situation. But, once they got to the Phillies, I said to myself, the story's great. It would be awesome to see them pull off a Florida Marlins deal from 2002, because that's exactly what the Florida Marlins did in that time. And they were 2003 actually, and they were able to find themselves in a situation where they were in the World Series against the Yankees of all teams, and wound up beating the Yankees as well too. And this was a juggernaut situation. It was the epic David versus Goliath situation. But you know what? In this day and age in baseball, that type of situation is a once in a lifetime. That's not going to happen in today's baseball. You have to be you have to have the stars, and they don't have the household name stars yet. Corbin Carroll, give him another year or two, he'll probably be the face of all of baseball, to be honest with you, because the kid can do absolutely everything. And that's something that's going to be very unique. And he will be one of these $400 million players moving forward as well, too. That's how good Corbin Carroll truly is. And they have a lot of really good talent. But it's just, will they be able to hold on to that great talent for the future? Is this their one moment that they'll have with this group? That's the questions that you have. So that's why the Diamondbacks are going to give their 110% effort tonight to try to keep this series going and get this series to 7. Nobody pictures this series going 7, not even myself. But we know that the Phillies still have to win the game tonight. The pressure is truly on them tonight, not the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks are telling themselves, we ain't even supposed to be in this position, fellas. Nobody believes in us but us. And that's what they're telling themselves now. And that's a dangerous team. So the Phillies are going to have to make sure that they are up on their game and no messing around tonight. That's exactly what they have to order as a unit, to not mess around in this game tonight and take this game as serious as possible and treat this game just like they treated game 5, a game 7 situation. You know what I mean? A elimination situation. That's it. And tonight, They got the chance to go ahead and send the Diamondbacks home, and the Diamondbacks got a chance to have one more night to try to get themselves to the impossible, to the 2023 World Series. So with that, we'll go ahead. We move forward. Let's get into the NBA.